I'm Stefan Holt, and this is News 4 Now for Wednesday, January 16th. First, the weather. We've got another round of chilly weather on tap tonight with lows in the teens and 20s. Tomorrow, we're going to have clouds building throughout the day, and parts of the area could begin to see some winter weather by midnight. Now in the news, Knicks center Enes Kanter could soon be an international fugitive. Prosecutors in Turkey are seeking an arrest warrant for the player. They accuse him of being a member of a terrorist organization, and they're reportedly prepared to request extradition. Kanter didn't travel with the team for a game in London this week over fears he could be kidnapped or killed. All this for opposing his home country's president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Kanter denies being tied to any terror group.
Are you a terrorist?
I am not. I only terrorize the rim.
Tonight we're learning more about an off-duty NYPD officer killed in a head-on crash in the Bronx. 28-year-old Brian Kessler was headed home from his shift when his car slammed into a Parks Department garbage truck. It happened along Shore Road in the Pelham Bay section around 8:30 this morning. Kessler had just graduated from the police academy in October, and he was engaged to be married. The cause of the crash is under investigation. In Brooklyn, a man is facing murder charges after a hammer attack at a busy restaurant. Arthur Martunovich was arrested after that attack at the Seaport Buffet on Tuesday night. Police say the 34-year-old bust into the Sheepshead Bay restaurant and hit 3 employees with a hammer. A chef identified as Fufai Pun died. The other 2 employees are in critical condition. A New Yorker has officially tossed her hat into the ring for the 2020 presidential race.
I'm going to run for president of the United States because as a young mom, I will fight for your children as hard as I would fight for my own.
Senator Kirsten Gillibrand announced her candidacy in front of a diner in her hometown of Troy this morning. The Democrat says she is running to represent all Americans, even Trump supporters. And finally tonight, call it an ear blast from the past. Those deafening emergency exit sirens are coming back to some subway stations. Riders haven't heard that sound since 2014, but the MTA says police asked for the alarms to be turned back on to stop fare evasions. Officials say the subways lost $96 million to turnstile jumpers in 2018. Some riders we talked to say they were skeptical about the idea.
Well, it's just more noise in New York City. That's all. So good luck to them.
That's all for News 4 Now. But keep on watching for a full report on Enes Kanter. I'm Stefan Holt. Thanks for checking in.
He's a very bad guy, like I said. I mean, he's trying to use his power to abuse people.
Kanter again speaking out today against Turkey's president after Turkish authorities said they were seeking an international arrest warrant for the Knicks center, accusing Kanter of being a member of a terrorist organization. Are you a terrorist?
I am not. I only terrorize the rim. That's it.
Kanter did not travel with the Knicks for a game in London tomorrow, fearing the Turkish government might actually try to get him there. President Erdogan accuses Kanter of supporting Pennsylvania-based cleric Fethullah Gulen, who Turkey accuses of trying to orchestrate a coup back in 2016. Kanter says yes, he supports the cleric and democracy in Turkey, his statements angering Turkey's leader.
He just told me today I'm a terrorist because I don't think the same way he thinks. So that shows that there is no freedom of speech.
Turkey's efforts to arrest the Knicks player angering some local leaders, including Long Island Republican Peter King.
We can't allow Erdogan, to be terrorizing people in the United States. It's bad enough he terrorizes people in his own country.
Democratic Senate leader Chuck Schumer on Instagram accuses Turkey, a NATO ally, of being on an anti-democratic spiral. The Knicks player, not the only American to face the Turkish leader's anger. Back in May 2017, Erdogan, during a visit to D.C., watched as his security detail attacked protesters in a vicious melee caught on video. As for Kanter,
give me a big smile, it's my man,
who took time out of our interview to pose for selfies with fans, he admits he's worried, but says he will not stop speaking out.
What I'm doing is way bigger than basketball, way bigger than NBA. I'm trying to be the voice of all those innocent people who don't have a voice.